CRPHA's video author, of course. But this one right here is Logical Mgtow. Logical Mgtow is for and about the base of men building themselves back up from the feminist bullshit from of and the constant inadequacies and the aspect that women in general, starting with the feminists start as well, are more than inconsistent, and they do not realize that you can't get away with treating us guys like we're your resource so you can better yourself. If you can't better yourself by yourself, then basically you need psychological help, because men are no longer going to be manipulated by you women, by you feminists, by you who want to only use us for resource, money, and try to tear us down, try to tell us what we can and cannot do, and try to take our rights and freedoms away, try to make us less of a person, as you monkey branch over to some other idiot right behind our backs and try to get what you want, even on a quicker base. Therefore, you're only doing it to only benefit yourself, and you're not really doing it to benefit the two all in one, which would basically be in the sense of marriage, especially if you keep, and yet you women have done it even while married to the man, because you think that man has done something to you negatively in more ways than one they have not. But even if they have, there's no reason for you to do it, because one guy can make one mistake. But guess what though? You cannot. You women cannot expect us no longer to go to the points to where, oh, I cheated on you. Can you please forgive me? And you expect us to forgive you. That will not ever happen again. We will never go to the plantation so you can try to dumb us down. I've heard from Mr. Hate Vicious, the brother of Mgtow, that you women are trying to use our tagline of Mgtow to get views. That's how desperate you've gotten. That's how desperate you've gotten. And it's more than fucking joke. It's a damn fucking joke. You want to try to use our tagline of Mgtow to get more views, to have people think that you're about Mgtow, and when basically you're not about Mgtow. All you do is mainly attack us, trying to dumb us down, try to make us look like complete jackasses, or anything else for that matter, and yet you think you're entitled to do that. You're not. You women are getting to the points of deeper and more than beyond desperation. Feminists want us men, even MGTOW men, to go back to the plantation to where they can control us, to where they can try to dumb us down, to where they can even do things to us, even that's against the Bible. I, for one, will not put up with that. And I know many of the Mgtow brothers and Mgtow red pill definers will not put up with that. We will not go to the plantation. So guess what, ladies? Be ready for the wall. The wall is going to make it to where you will not be able to survive it. That wall is stronger than you think. You will not be able to break through it. And you will reach the wall. You will not survive when you hit the wall. Many of you that I've seen already look like you guys hit the wall, though. Many of you, say, shall we say, even single mothers. that keep on smoking your way out of existence by smoking the cigarettes or doing the narcotics or trying to tattoo yourself up, acting like you're Miss Big Shit when you're not. Trying to do the nose ring thing, acting like you're Miss Big Shit, but yet logically you're only expressing yourself, but you're doing it in the most negative of ways. And 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 yet here's the thing: you women think you guys can still wear white by walking down that aisle, and yet even after you've ridden the carousel, you are more than brain dead if you think that. Because once you wear, if you want to wear white, you cannot ride the carousel. You need to do the spiritual thing, and that is do not ride the carousel at all. Even if you're with a man, you don't ride the carousel, meaning going from man to man to man to man to man to man, because that shows you as without a doubt, as a slut, a skank, a hoe bag, the whole enchilada there. Okay? The basic fact is, if you don't like being called those things, then you shouldn't be doing the aspect of going from the one that you're supposedly loyal to, and yet really you're not really loyal to him at all. Yet you go behind his back, even while he's making the money. You still go from man to man to man to man behind your back. And I know this because it was done to me, and it's not going to be done to me or my brother Mgtow brothers at all. And I will make sure of it. I am an advocate, and I can advocate for whoever the hell I want to. I can defend in every level and every way whoever I want to. It will be only those in my family that I will, but as long as they go within the aspect of respecting me and my choices. But unlike you women out there outside of my family, you will never be advocated for. Not even if you gave me $100,000. But the basic fact is, you want the $100,000 because you think you're entitled to it, and you want the matriarchal society to come back. But guess what? It won't come back. You will have to live with that, especially. The matriarchal society, if many new Mgtow brothers don't know this, the matriarchal society was a society known as the female-dominated society that has somehow or another went to hell. Now the women are trying to get it back, even through the feminazi aspect of things, and the Me Too movements. Ain't gonna work, ladies. You want to bring something that fell apart, but that will never come back, will never be reestablished, and there's no way in hell you would even know where to start in the fucking first place. So guess what, ladies? You caused the men to be against the plantation and against you. You started going against us men, the ones that you called the nice guys, even the ones that were actually nice. You treated like shit. You manipulated them until you got what you wanted. Then you went over to the ones that were known as the alpha males. The alpha males, such as myself and many others, like Mr. Hate Vicious. And guess what? You do not get it, do you? Once you do that, you will never ever be able to get what you want. And besides, like I mentioned in my other logical Mgtow videos, and I will mention in this one, is that the base of your want and need for what's known as entitlements is not going to happen, because like I said, the entitlement aspect for both men and women is going to always be like this. Even if you were to take the guy for everything he has and is, even with the allowance that of the emotional is, then your entitlements will never exceed. They will always stay this way, whether you like it or not. And you feminists need to realize this too. That's the damn truth, and it's going to stay the damn truth. And guess what? the more you ride the cock carousel spiritually, and you may think that you have reasons to do so, and you think Heavenly Father will forgive you for that. No, He will not, because the more you do it, the more you sin, the more you will not go through those gates in the heavens, as I've mentioned one time before, and this is the second time I've mentioned it in one of my videos here. I'm not saying that the guys will ever make it through the gates of heaven, but the ones that don't continuously doing the pump and dump just to get the urges done, then instead of being more than consistent, then guess what? They don't join. They will not go through the gates of heaven either. But guess what, though, ladies? The more you are illogical and sinful when it comes to being so-called being truthful and faithful to your man, yet you turn around and you show that you're not. It's also a positive thing to say in Mgtow that Jill Yeaman, aka Jill Dixon, will never join Heavenly Father in the gates of heaven, nor will Alyssa Benton, aka Rose Benton, and nor will Tina Yothers, and nor will many other people who have ridden the cock carousel more than once. And neither will, of course, sadly enough. And seeing that I care about this one person, but in the sense that she saw me only as a friend, and yet I could have been a lot more to and for her, and to where we'd be possibly together even today. And I would still stand my ground regardless. But and she respected me for that. I know that, by the name of Sarah Olson. Sarah Dorothy Olson. She will be no longer joining the cock. She will never join Heavenly Father, because she also rode in her own way and manner, rode the cock carousel, as it were. Many of those who follow the same creed as Jill Yeaman and aka Jill Dixon did, even in her younger days, and as Alyssa Benton, aka Rose Benton, and as Tina Yothers, and or not Tina Yothers, but as Tina Schneider, essentially, or whatever her name was in my high school, that she won't be joining the gate and going through the gates of heaven either. And also, nor will any other woman I have not even mentioned, even the ones that have ridden the cock carousel that even my Mgtow brothers know about. They will not join the gates. They will not walk through the gates of heaven. And I've said this before. In my religion, the fact of it is that women have an easier chance of joining, of walking through those gates more than, and a lot easier than men. But the more you women ride the cock carousel and deceive us men that you claim to care about, and that you claim to cherish and be faithful to, you will never join the gate. You will never join Heavenly Father. You will never go right through the gates of heaven when your time is left. When your time is done on this planet. Therefore, guess what? You just screwed yourself, even in the relationship aspect. Therefore, also you screwed yourself to the point where, and even in the aspect of joining feminists and going in full on with the feminist movement, even of today, and the Me Too movement of today. You have screwed yourself. Therefore, you're going to have fun. We're going to, the Mgtow brothers are going to have fun watching you hit the wall so damn hard. That wall will bust you up into little pieces, and we will be clapping every time. Guaranteed. That's the guarantee, and that's a damn promise. You women want to try to use our tagline of Mgtow, you are doing the wrong thing, because Mgtow is not going to be adding women like the when it comes to many churches outside of my own have, due to the media stupid bullshit that the churches have allowed the gay and lesbian to join their church, even though logically it's against the Bible. So guess what, ladies? If you don't quit using our tagline of Mgtow, you will be waiting extremely longer, and the more you try to be so-called consistent, you guys will lose even more, and you'll make it even harder for yourself, and for any one of you feminist little feminazi bitches to and sluts and skanks to even try to get one. Of course, there's still blue pills out there, but hopefully those blue pills will turn and join us MGTOW men, because they will hopefully be tired and sick and tired of your mind game brainwashing crap as well. There's so many things I want to say, but guess what, ladies? I've said it so many times, and if you've watched the logical MGTOW videos of mine, you'll hear them. Guaranteed. The fact of it is, you will continuously lose. Even the one that's known as the Emily the Mgtow Destroyer, well, she continuously loses every time as well, because she thinks that she can dumb us down, even when she comments on Mr. Hate Vicious' video comment box. I've talk to her in the sense that she will never bother us again. And if she persists, believe me, I'll be there, and I will defend the Mgtow way. You women caused it. We men didn't cause it. You women caused it in such a way that you thought you can get away with it. You already have the courts. You still have the fucking courts. That's one thing. Okay, that should be plenty enough for you, because that's all you really need is the courts to be on your side. But guess what, though? You cannot use the courts to try to pull us away from our stance right now, and especially when it comes to Mgtow. If you even attempted to do that, you'd be going against the Constitution, and I don't like it when people go against the Constitution. Hell, I didn't even like it when Obama and when Hillary even tried to go against the Constitution, and I will not deal with any woman going against the Constitution when it comes to especially the male rights, because we are also human beings equally to you. But guess what? The more you show your desperation in the sense of trying to get every guy to come back to the plantation, you will show more the aspect of you being inhuman, which is not a good sign for women. And get that straight, because every time the the manosphere will keep on getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and as it gets stronger, the feminist movement gets weaker and weaker. Hell, right now the damn feminist movement, without you women realizing it, is getting weaker, because each percentage, a moderate to maybe a minimal percentage of you women feel your damn biological clock ticking, to where you essentially gradually separate yourself away from the feminist and Me Too movement, because you want to have the chance to still have children. Therefore, try to use us men again and to your liking. Doesn't work that way. You women want entitlements way too high, way to the points to where it's fucking illogical and not realistic. Because no woman can get a higher percentage or level or rate of entitlements, regardless if they believe so or not. And it doesn't matter what gender you are or anything else for that matter. So get that straight, ladies. This is Spock. Logical Mgtow. Live, live long and prosper. And men, believe me, Mgtow brothers and hopefully new Mgtow brothers, I will do as I said. Believe me, and I know you will do the same for me. Have a good day.